Hi, I am here to pass on some messages from Source and do a reading for the collective. First of all, just say a little prayer for the collective. No weapon formed against me shall prosper. Anything buried in the ground against me will be regurgitated and returned with 100 times force. Strength of the initial casting, and make it known to anyone who comes against myself or the collective who not to fuck with. Cover us with a protective seal from any negative energies. May all that's done in the dark be brought to the light, as we don't go out of our way to cause intentional harm. No harm can be brought against us. We each of us invoke our I am power in this moment. Okay, so first card to come up is the King of Cups. Oof, who's that? Two of Pentacles. The High Priestess and the King of Cups. And Page of Wands. Alright. And the Ten of Wands. All of the difficult times are over. Alright. Now, my intention with this channel is to just bring messages to the collective. Every time somebody reads out to me the cards that they've actually picked out, I think in my mind what they already mean. So if you're watching tarot, you know what these cards mean. Okay, so let's move on to some of the oracles. We'll get some messages straight from the ancestors for us. Shield yourself. Protect yourself from harsh, fear-based energies by envisaging a cocoon of healing light surrounding you. You're always safe and protected by forces greater than we can even imagine. You're so internally loved. You have many friends and colleagues who are your allies. However, considering we just got shield yourself from friends and colleagues, wow. I don't like to point out the obvious, but sometimes our friends turn out to be frenemies. I experienced that myself. Forever I wanted to wish the best intentions, or hope the best intentions, but no, some people are literally put in your life to stop you from your purpose, to hurt you so you can't carry out your purpose, so you can't be the full embodiment of who you're meant to be because you're too damaged. Like, this is a real thing. Like, a spiritual war is amongst humanity. Be aware of it and protect yourself accordingly. Make yourself a sanctuary. Have a sanctuary. Only invite those in with good hearts. Although they can hide pretty well in the dark, the ones without. But Spirit will always guide you with healing light. And we each have our own guardian angels that protect us. And we're protected by our ancestors as well. I'm so grateful for this. Some of you have very powerful ancestors who refuse to be fucked with, and every tear that you cry is counted by them and avenged. Live in a vast, huge universe. You've lived many lifetimes. You have friends in many realms. You have been to many realms yourself. You experienced many lifetimes. In this lifetime, You've achieved a level of discernment that you haven't in previous lifetimes. In previous lifetimes, you let the other side win and defeat you from your purpose. You've been shielded, cloaked from your true divine counterpart, who does exist within the universe, not necessarily here on Earth. However, for lifetimes you have been successfully shielded from them. I got some messages before I actually wrote in this lifetime you achieved a sense of balance, and your genuine heart is pure. You are purity. In this lifetime, you were stopped for a significant amount of time from competing, from being able to be on your path. There was deception. You've experienced deception, lies, abuse, gang stalking. It was all attacks directed at an earth angel to prevent them from their purpose. In other lifetimes you have broken from it. You haven't been able to complete your purpose because of it. But in this lifetime, your grace and your compassion were released. You still have grace, you still embody grace, you still are compassion. The difference in this lifetime is you also have discernment and judgment. As to who is allowed to be in your sanctuary. And that's not everyone. Not everyone's welcome, because not everybody has good intentions for you. Some were literally here to stop you on your path. There is a gentleness within you. There is a gentleness about you that many can and have assumed that gentleness to be weakness. Your unconditional love is not weakness. Your compassion is not weakness. And it shall no longer be treated as such. You have the protection of the angels. Archangel Raphael, the healing angel, is with you, supporting your healing work. Each of your chakras are guarded against infiltration, dark magic. You are able to visualize your success in this lifetime because it's a reality. You've removed some very dark energies from your life that had to be removed. And it's also, you can forward on this path that was always intended for you. You yourself are an ascended master, or you are guided and protected by ascended masters as well as your ancestors. You will see symbols along the way, such as the butterfly, dragonflies, little synchronicities that show you that you are on your path. Those that cannot alchemize fear, if you don't have dark inside, this world will mess you up. And it can. but a crone that I respected too much some time ago told me that everything evolves eventually, and you may have been hidden from your twin flame, or had your twin flame hidden from you, because your mission here on Earth is quite powerful, or is powerful, life-changing in fact. As well as the butterflies and the dragonflies and synchronicities like that, you will have other light bearers on the way, such as owls, crows. Crows are warnings that will alert you if spiritual war is waged, and they go to battle for you on your behalf immediately, and they can travel in between realms. They're very intelligent animals, crows. So your heart actually is the weight of a feather. Jealous and evil only causes destruction for the sender, not for you. Kind of bounces off you when you're so filled with higher dimensional energy as you are. You came to Earth with a significant purpose, and it's not necessarily in this lifetime. You may have been trapped here for hundreds of lifetimes. I personally remember hearing the call that I was needed here on Earth, and I left my twin flame. We were in this, I don't want to go too much into it, but he wasn't impressed. He wanted me to stay. We were done with our warring, so I'm assuming that been a warrior on many planets, and one who defeated the darkness, or defeated the darkness of the time. And anyway, he didn't want to come. He had to follow me down, or he didn't, because I've never come across him ever on this earth. Energies are pretty dense down here. It's hard to find true souls, but they exist. I know that they're out there. Delayed, never denied. God says, let my people go. It was the command from the Most High. Clearing the energy of your name. Now, so be it is done. So just checking in with, that's something I learned from a master dowser, Tyson Bannigan, who's got some great work. It's to clear the energy surrounding your name, and just make sure that you resonate with it, because each lifetime that we live here on Earth, we always come with a new name. So that would be just making sure that we are the embodiment and happy with our names, I guess. Moth Mother has come to you, your genuine care for her accelerated your spiritual growth. So it may not have been Mother Moth, it may have been another animal or insect sent your way, and they were able to recognize you by your genuine care of that animal as to whether you're an earth angel or not, and it should actually show you whether you are or not, and your true divine purpose here on Earth. Your power makes many feel insignificant, and you have been hurt many times with hidden hands. The unseen forces of this earth go to battle for you. You need only spread truth and love. Trust yourself. Universal knowledge, yes, you have that in abundance. Your ancestral line is full of warriors that stand by you and stand for you in the face of it, in any face of adversities. They count your tears. Every tear you cried was counted by God, your ancestors, and your protectors. Some people who have come against you in this lifetime aren't actually getting why, but they're getting whipped by your ancestors. Electronic appliances are going haywire, cars are getting repossessed, things in their lives are just tumbling down and they can't see the correlation between hurting you and their lives going shit. If they would just do the same as you and leave you the fuck alone, your ancestors would leave them alone. Well, they might not. From what I hear, some of you have got pretty hardcore ancestors. But again, the same card. The unseen forces on this earth go to battle for you. You need only speak truth or love. Truth and love yourself. Might pack that one deck up because I keep getting the same ones. You are divine. Tap into the healing power and share it. Crows again. Two sides of the same coin. Equilibrium. Are the scales balanced, and have they been balanced throughout your life? That's something to consider. Your enemies or frenemies plotted a murder, planned an accident, and now paying heavy karma for messing with you. You're an enigma. You're protected by energies from the light and the dark. You have friends in many realms. You've lived in many realms. Your strength frightens your enemies that were set on destroying you. Because a lot of them know. Some of them are too ignorant and stupid to know. But you're able to see things from another point of view. So let's pass the vibes on and take it easy. Just flow, baby, just flow. Where'd that come from? Broken all the spells that bind us. Sent to destroy us. You've walked away from fuckery. Fear of ending, staying when it's over. It's just not who you are. People have actually been shocked at your strength as you've walked away from things that don't serve you. Yes, you may have stayed for years, but when it became blatantly obvious what the truth was, because there was a point where God stood up and finally said, no more. No more will my child go through this deception, be deceived, be hurt. No more. Even God saw the fuckery. Be aware. Those that feel insulted by your authenticity, hurt, betrayed, hindered, blocked. False allies that hurt you greatly. We're seeing things from another point of view. Don't let this pain wreck your life. Alchemize the energies and the emotions that it has caused within and move through it. I heard a saying this morning by somebody who crossed over to the other side and came back with he was told, not yet, and sent back. He says, I love you, I respect you, and if I have to, I will protect you. And that rings true to the kind of person that you are. Even with your enemies, you have shown unconditional love towards them in ways that they can't even show themselves. that unconditional love, and that's it, honestly, that love scared them because they've never experienced that before in their lives, possibly lifetimes. Your unconditional grace will bring many great things in your life. Look within. You are a powerhouse. Trust yourself. You already know. Instant karma. Return to sender. Your energy is free and cleared by all that seemingly bound us. Many of you are teachers of taboo subjects, perhaps ones that aren't welcomed by the mainstream or even invited. But some of you are cardinal signs, which is the first. And so that would be an Aries, the first of the fire signs, a Cancerian, first of the water signs, a Librian, first of the air signs, or Capricorn. Earth, yeah, first of the Capricorn. Yep, first of the air signs, so they're cardinal signs. You're a star healer. Timelines. How is now? Make a decision. Be true to yourself. You're called to stand against dark magic, witchcraft that attempts to destroy. You're divinely protected, and you're more than capable of defeating anything that comes against you. Crystal healing is also calling to you. If there is somebody on your mind but you're unsure whether to trust them or not, the person you're inquiring about is trustworthy. In the end, we will all have ego transcendence, and we will wonder, why did it all matter so much? And sometimes you can ask yourself in a moment, when the Earth's energies get too dense and we allow ourselves to trust the wrong people and take ourselves down paths that aren't going to serve us. Zoom out, ask yourself, why did it all matter so much? Oh, you got screwed in a divinely ordained soulmate connection. That's just cruel. Not just this lifetime. This has happened to you in other lifetimes as well, I've been told. Choices. The situation no longer needs your anger or pain. Let your feeling flow. Give your cares about it up to the Most High, and look at what has been from a higher perspective and wish those involved the best. In doing so, you are karmically released from your negative attachment to the situation. Wow, that's powerful. So, I guess that's the same as saying everybody is healed. That is harsh. Divinely ordained protection. You know, if you've done the right thing in this lifetime, but they haven't, and you've organised with God Himself to be karmically absolved from such a connection where you got screwed over so deeply, and you're in a harmony and peace frequency, you will be given new timelines, faces, places. Your old soul contract has been nullified. New ones have been written. Your life begins at the end of your comfort zone. So this soulmate, or there's a divine feminine, divine masculine, which honestly, when you're talking, what is it? Soul, you know, no. you beat me. Alright, I'm not talking about the ones that beat you, but like the ones that you can't be with. But you both love each other, but they're choosing to be with other people. No. That guy's just not that into you, okay? Otherwise he'd be with you. Sorry. But I know my collective is aware of that anyway. I'm not preaching to those that don't know. Another message here, your abundance is on its way. Money comes, affirm to yourself, money comes to me always. One of the cruel things that soulmate or soul contracted soulmate did to you, which I must admit, he or she has not only anchored your ancestors, but their own. You were actually divinely ordained to complete a huge mission here on earth. They will be required to repeat this life again. And are we in one of the more denser solar systems? Yes. If you're on your true soul's purpose now, you will have evolved, you won't be repeating anything. And I don't think it's going to be a mass thing where we all get to exodus en masse from the denser energies and maybe move into 5D there. I'm trying to get some messages as to what. Now's not the time. Now, one of the worst things you can do to another person is cause them to distrust their inner voice. Ask yourself a question. Who are you causing to distrust their inner voice? Or who has caused you to distrust your inner voice? Because that's your center of gravity. It's everything. And for particular signs and star seeds that are walking the earth right now, you guys came here with your big eyes, some born with black eyes, some born with blue, and you knew everything. You felt the energy before you experienced the energy. You knew what was happening, and it actually offended some people who didn't appreciate you knowing what they were thinking in their heads. They actually felt it quite invasive, and they actually decided that you needed to be brought down. Many star seeds are in hospital at the moment because they haven't been able to survive the harsh realms. And everybody talks about Jesus being reborn, our brother Jesus. That's who I see him as. He is Lord Jesus, our brother, and I will speak well of him. Because I've been getting messages about Christian rituals, someone even involved in a church, a Catholic church or any church, they've come against individuals and they've been bound in the name of Jesus. Well, to be honest, it flicked right back at them because Jesus was not impressed. Not in his name will you do that to individual people. Not in his name will you hurt children of God, his brothers, his sisters. While you worship false idols. Just saying. Religious ceremony, but not reactions and responses. There's a possibility that there is Aboriginal lineage hidden within your bloodline. Too much love is just bullshit. Your ancestors work with the light and the dark. You're not an outlaw, but you can be if required. The depth of your connection to spirit has increased exponentially. The divine speaks through you to the collective. Do you? Do you? Earth Angel, you understand why people do the things they do. That is, and provide unconditional love. However, the truth is it doesn't make it okay. Just because you are the walking embodiment of unconditional love does not mean that everybody deserves that unconditional love, and that's something that will tear your heart out, but will also make it harder, because you can forgive and forgive and forgive. An example is perhaps wasting 15 years of my life forgiving and forgiving and forgiving someone who was actually placed on earth to stop me, to prevent me, and has done in many previous lifetimes. If anybody ever wants soul regression or anything like that, definitely do a meditation together or a collab on a meditation. I'd be happy to do that because I've seen many previous lives, and if you see a soul born into this world, if you've ever seen a soul born into this world, you'll know that they're either walking in here for the first time, or they've been here before and you can see it on their faces as they come in. Women have been held down by patriarchy for a very long time, and apparently we came from a rib because it's too hard to say that women are powerful and should be respected and should be loved and cherished as such. Even the crones, the goddesses and the maidens. Many of them have had to revert a lot into their masculine energy to be able to navigate this lifetime. And it's been hard on them. But baby, a lot of you were warriors anyway. Not only in this lifetime, but many that you have served here on earth. You could have been here for thousands of years and been trapped in that cycle of, it could even be that same karmic soulmate, which may have been a twin flame that turned karmic on you, or it may have just always been a disguised karmic as your twin flame. But you're awakening. And your true love is out there. He doesn't know who you are yet. Or does he? Hidden motivations. Optimism. Listening to the truth of your soul. All will be revealed in time, and you'll not be alone on this earth forever. Don't let yourself get bitter and jaded. And if you are bitter and jaded and feel like you are going to be alone for the rest of your life, which many of us who have been hurt by the harsh realities of this earth and found themselves who want to be alone, don't let it last forever. As the raven says, you are guided and protected, and you will always be looked after in this realm. becoming stronger. Then and you're awakening to your power, but you are stronger than a lot of the malevolent forces on this earth combined. And you bring God's protection with you. There's an army of angels, an army of ancestors that stand beside you at all times. Addictions, heavy addictions. You broke your addiction. Congratulations. Or you're going through the process of breaking addiction at the moment. Master your knowledge. You will be supported within this time if it's needed. Or you have great admiration for your pain, your perseverance, and everything that it took to be able to break that addiction, no matter what it was. Even if it's coffee or sugar or drugs, alcohol, what else? Porn, sex. Congratulations on breaking any addiction. Earth with its heavy energy. Quite often people do seek devices to soften the energy of the harsh realm. Your guides have broken your phone a couple of times. This has been to protect you. They know things that you don't. You are a rebel, or you will meet, or you are in love with a rebel divine feminine. Baby, I'm an outlaw. You have always expected respect, but you have not always received the respect that you've deserved. And flick those that you refuse to respect. And for those who already have flicked those that have refused to respect you, good work. Ain't nobody got time for that. Like, who the do you think you are? You know? Like, how dare you? I speak in my full divine embodiment at the moment, but I can be rough. I've grown up in a place where I got told when I was younger by the kids that I was trying to fit in with and hang around, are you like the queen? Do you speak like she speaks all proper? Yeah, I had to, like, you know, chill it down for a bit. I don't know. But yeah, I can walk in all spaces and places when required, thanks to having to do that throughout my life, but also wanting to. That's been, now that I'm old enough to want to keep my face out of the camera anyway. I learned a lot. And it says, teacher, what have you mastered? Because whatever it is that you've mastered during your life, you're being called to teach on it. You're being called to tell others about your experiences, to enlighten them, so possibly they can learn from it. Because you are real in a world full of fakes. Manifest with your unwavering faith. Request, know it's coming, let it go. Ascended Masters, you are a way shower of this world. So, teacher, what have you mastered? Whatever it is, you've got to get out there and present it. You have to go through it for your growth to get to it. So whatever that is, we need to hear about it. Drop a comment down in the below if anybody's actually still listening at this point. We're up to 40 minutes, so you're a soldier if you are. Anyway, this is one of my first videos, so I highly doubt it anyway. But let's just awareness, perception, forgive you, then them, for you. At the end of the day, when it comes to forgiveness, who are you doing it for? You're not doing it for them. You're not absolving them of anything. They can run around with their guilt for the rest of their lives, but you forgive to absolve yourself from the negative attachment to it and to free yourself up in this lifetime so you can move on to bigger and better things. Nothing in this life can hold you back. Oof. No one is blocking you anymore, and it wouldn't matter if they tried. You're unstoppable. The quantum field of vibrating. We are quantum fields of vibrating energy. Everything is energy. And in saying that, I'm going to repeat what Raymond Grace stated today. And he said, energy. Actually, I have the worst memory when it comes to remembering right down on this part exactly what it says, but he basically, I wrote it down. For another time. Let's discuss that another time. Raymond Grace's teachings, definitely. I've actually got heaps of teachings from another Master Dowser who I am really proud of and impressed with, and that's Tyson Bannigan. If you can look into some of his work, there's a deep clearing protocol that I often use, that I have recut into my own deep clearing protocol. But when I present it to you, I'd probably like to be doing that with him as well. So that's something I'll have to collab. All right. Well, thank you for listening to my reading today. And just from the power and the intensity of what came up throughout the reading, we'll just close out with some words of wisdom, which I will get from my book of knowledge, which is one that I've written. I'm going to pull from Raymond Grace because I've opened it to the right page right now. Energy is pressed upon matter. Thoughts and intentions are energy. Water is matter. We are matter. So this energy that's impressed upon matter is therefore a frequency that can be changed, and the way he does it is dowsing. I don't actually have my pendulum right in front of me right now, but we can always do it with our hands, or it could just appear to me because I know that I have had it today. I'll press pause for a sec, we'll do this. Sorry about that, just had to go down to the shop and get another one. Yes, I had a shop. So it was really just the next room, okay? Now, so we ask the dowsing system to bring each and every one of our auras into total balance. The pendulum always will spin. So let's remove anything from a person's aura that is stopping it from being in total balance, and we're removing this. Any outside influences that are preventing total balance over each and every one of our collective auras and chakras. as we are matter and energy is oppressed upon matter, we are able to do this. Thank you. So anything that was preventing our auras from being in total balance is now cleared, and we are going to place the energies that will allow bringing the persons, the people, our collective consciousness, our collective tribe here watching the video have just won at this stage. But for anybody listening now or in the future, we have already removed the negative imbalances, and we are now inputting the energies to bring the aura into total balance, and the chakras, each and every one of the chakras into total balance as well. Wow, this one's working hard. Working really hard. Perfect. Thank you. And look, as soon as it stops spinning, it shall be done, and so it is. Thank you. And thank you so much for listening to my channel. A like, share, subscribe would be greatly appreciated. I will put some information underneath the video in due time, and this one was the timeless collective message, as being one of my first ones to the collective. Everything else I've put up has just been me way too nervous to actually put up real messages, so here we are. I'm actually procrastinating from doing something that I should be doing, so this was also procrastinated about for a really long time as well. It's about getting our priorities in order, isn't it? Have a great night. Bye.